Hello everyone. In this session, we will be talking about the marks card in Tableau. In Tableau, the marks card is a critical element in the user interface that allows you to control how individual data points in a visualization are displayed or marked. It plays a fundamental role in customizing the appearance and the behavior of your visualization. The marks card is typically located in the top left corner of the Tableau workspace when you are building a visualization. Here are some of the main features of the marks card. So, the marks card can enable you to choose the type of visual marks or shapes that represent each data point in your visualization. Common marks types include the bar, circle, lines, shapes, and text. You can change the color, the size, the label, the detailing, and the tooltip of a particular visualization. You can also choose to differentiate between the different color palettes based on some opacity, or you can change the shape of a particular bar or say any kind of element that is present on the screen. Basically, it would be used to change the shape of a particular data. So let's go in the Tableau screen and see how we can use the marks card to differentiate between our different kind of visualization. So here I am in my Tableau screen, and here I'm working with the global superstores data. Over here I have this marks card, and as I already told you, I have the multiple options over here: color, size, text, detail, and tooltip. You will see these options one by one. So first of all, let me create a visualization. Let's say I want to see the region wise sales. So I double click on this region and then I'll double click on the sales. It would give me a text table. To convert this text table into any other kind of visualization, I'll go in this show me option, and here I can choose this bar chart. After changing it to the bar chart, I can see right now that the region wise sales is appearing on my screen. I can try to fit it inside of the whole screen by choosing this option over here of fill, and instead of the standard fit, I can choose this entire view option, which would fit the visualization in the complete canvas. Now let's talk about these options one by one. The first option over here is this automatic. Now it tells you what kind of visualization right now is on the screen. If you want to change it, you can choose this option and you can try to choose a different kind of visualization. For the data that I'm having right now, this particular visualization is correct for that. But even if you don't want to keep this kind of visualization, you can choose any different option. For example, I'm choosing this polygon option. So it would change my visualization. Let me bring it back to the bar option. Right now, all these are in the bluish shade of color. If I want to change the color, I can go in this color option and I can choose a different color. So let's say I want to keep it as green. I can choose the green option over here and it would change my visualization to green. If you are not finding any suitable color for you in this palette, you can choose the option of more colors and you can choose any color that is present in this particular palette. You can also give some RGB coordinates to choose a different kind of color. If this visualization is too dark and if you want to increase or decrease the lightness or darkness, so what you can do is you can choose this opacity option. This opacity option allows you to control the darkness or lightness of the shade. So right now this is completely opaque. So if I want to make it a bit transparent, I can decrease this opacity and this would turn my visualization a bit light. If you want to give the borders around your bars, you can also have this option of border. Right now it is set as automatic. But if you want to keep a different kind of color in the borders, let's say I want to keep it as black border, I can choose a different option and it would then give the border to my each bar. Now let's talk about size. Size option is used to control the thickness or thinness of a particular bar in this case, or any visual is different, then we would be controlling its size. For example, when we were talking about the pages card, we saw there how we can create the circular visualization. Those circles view were very small in nature. So to increase the size of it, I clicked on this size option and I increase the size. So same I'll be doing here. I'll just decrease the size, and as you can see, the bars are now becoming thinner. If you want them to be thicker, you can increase the size from over here. We just have to make sure that our visualization should look good and they should not be merging. So you can increase the size, but increasing it too much would result in the merging of these bars. Then there is this label option. So right now the label is not clear. I can see the bars is landing somewhere over here. If I talk about this west region, it is coming somewhere in between of 600 and 800, but it is far more on the 800,000. So that means if I see this data, it would be nearer to the 800,000. So right now the data is 7,25,450. But I don't want to assume the values. I want to see what is the proper value for these. So I can go in this label option and I can choose the show marks label option. And this would show me the labels for each. Now, if you want to control the font of these labels, or if you want to change the color of these labels, you can also do it by going in the font option. In the font option, you have these options to decrease or increase the size of these labels. Right now, the default size is kept at 9. I can choose it to be 12, and this would increase the size of these labels. I also have the option to change the color. I want to keep it in the pink color. So I can choose a pink color from over here. Or if I want to keep it as brown color, I can choose this brown color. If you're not finding the color of your choice in over here, you can head to the more colors option, and here you can give the red, green, and blue coordinates to find the color of your choice, or you can use this on screen picker. So here you can choose the color of your choice and you can click on OK, and this would change the color of your labels. You can also increase or decrease the opacity of these labels. Then the next option is to make them bold, italic, or even underline. After that, I have this detail option. So suppose if I want to show few more dimensions or measures in detail, I can use this detail option. Then I have this tooltip option. This tooltip option is used to control what is being shown when I hover over these bars. If the labels for these bar were not on, so it was very hard to identify what is this label trying to tell us, what is the exact amount of data. In that case, I could have hovered over this bar and it would have shown me that the sales for the Africa region is 7,83,773. But since right now the label is turned on, so I can use this tooltip to show me a different kind of measure value over here. Let's say I want to see the sales along with the, oh, I have already used the sales. So let's say I'm using this profit option with the sales already over here. So the sales is showing just outside this bar. And if I hover over it, my profit is also showing. So this is the option you can do if you want to see multiple values at once. If this label is not fitting inside your data completely, so what you can do is you can also try to change the alignment of these labels. You can go in the label option, and here you also have the option to change the alignment. Right now, the alignment is set to be automatic. I can click on over here, and since this is a horizontal bar graph, I can choose this horizontal alignment. If you want to keep it at left, the center, or on the right side. You can also choose to rotate it. So right now it is in the normal way. I can choose it to be the upwards way or the downwards way. But if you are choosing these options, so at times this can hide your entire data. So right now I'm not able to see all the labels. So that's why we can keep it at automatic, and this would be showing you the correct one. So this was how you can use the marks card to customize your values on format your values. You can format the colors, size, and labels based on your needs, which would be helping to further amplify your visualization. So we will be meeting in the next session where we'll be talking about a different on-screen element. Thank you.